All right, so welcome everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time on your Saturday to be here to practice together. Our flow is going to be a little different today, but similar as it always is. So we'll just see how it goes. So let's get settled in. You can take a comfortable seat or really just find a way to be settled for a moment. You're welcome to close your eyes. You're welcome to keep your eyes open. Just taking a breath. Just an intentional breath or two. Just being settled. So I really want to focus today on grounding and just bringing that kind of awareness into your practice. So as you're breathing intentionally, you might also feel the heaviness of your hips down into the ground. Or just notice those points of contact with your body to the earth. Maybe settling and softening a little bit into that support. And touching the earth really gently if you can, just softening into it. This quality of touching the earth, this gesture of touching the earth, it can be one resource, one kind of antidote to uncertainty or doubt or fear. So just noticing what it feels like. You might even bring your palms to touch each other in front of your chest, or maybe place your palms one on top of the other on your heart and just feel that sensation. Sensing the body is earth. Just sensing the vibration of it inside you. So I'll just try to direct your awareness back again and again whenever I can, just to really feeling that quality of grounding on the outside, but also on the inside. Just awakening that felt sense of belonging in the present moment, just wherever you are right now. So with your next exhale, you might just bow your head and blink your eyes open. You can lift your gaze forward, and coming into that seated position, if you were anywhere else, just sitting up nice and tall, let's take an inhale, lift the arms and maybe look up. And we're just going to drop the left arm down and lean to the left. So it doesn't even have to be a big movement. You just bring the left hand down, touch the earth with the left hand, and reach up through the right arm. Maybe leaning to the left a little bit as you exhale. Start to breathe with sound, breathing through the nose. As you inhale, lift the left arm, reaching up. Hips are heavy, settled into the earth. Exhale, right arm dropping down, touching the earth with the right hand, reaching up through the left arm, and leaning to the right. Let's take another full breath, breathing with sound, feeling almost the dense, grounding quality of that breath as you exhale. And then right arm lifting up, maybe looking up, inhaling, heavy hips, arms are reaching up. Exhale, let's just bow forward over the legs for a breath or two. So just lengthening forward, bowing your head down. Take a breath just with that gesture of bowing. Maybe even your forehead is touching the earth. Or you could stack your hands and feel that contact. Take another exhale. And then let's inhale, rise, lift the arms and reach up. And then circle the arms wide and down, exhale. Okay, so we're gonna lie down on our backs. So you can draw your knees in and lie all the way down onto your back. Just rolling down, hugging the knees in, and maybe just settling the head and shoulders into the earth for a moment. You can rock gently side to side, maybe front to back. Just feeling that softening, settling of the body down. Let the knees come a little bit wide towards the armpits. And then we're going to outstretch the legs onto the floor in front of you and hug the legs together as we often do. Interlace the fingers, reach the arms away from the legs. So see where you can receive the support, the contact of the earth, right? Notice those points of contact. Take a breath, lengthen and soften down into that support. Let's take another inhale here. And then exhale, bringing the right knee in, clasping hands onto the right shin, drawing knee towards armpit. I like to lengthen and reach the left leg away onto the floor here. But if you need to bring it in and place the foot on the floor, that's totally fine. Keep breathing, breathing with sound, dropping into the belly a little bit. Drawing in below the navel, softening the head and shoulders. So really touching that dense grounding quality inside as you breathe. Let's inhale, reach the right leg out, arms reach away from the legs. And then exhale, bring the left knee in and clasp hands onto the shin. And just a few breaths. So you arrive here and then you explore. Body touching the earth, breath, awareness touching the body, right? Just grounding right here in this moment. Take another exhale. Inhale, reach the left leg out to meet the right leg, arms reach overhead. And then one more time, let's bring both knees into the chest as you exhale. Take a breath one more time. And then feet to the floor, arms at your sides, exhaling. So feet are comfortably close to sitting bones. A couple times, we're gonna come in and out of bridge pose. So let's use an inhale to lift the hips up and breathe. So feeling the heels on the ground, the backs of the shoulders, the back of the head on the ground. And then from that support, see if you can find a little more space just to breathe. From here, you might choose to lift your right leg up into the air, just coming into a one-legged bridge position, lifting, reaching. Take another inhale. Good. Foot down and hips down. Exhaling. Let's do it one more time. Other side right away. Inhale, lift up. Pause and exhale. Let's lift the left leg if you wish. It's also okay to keep both feet on the floor. Take a breath. See if you can feel the ground rising up to meet you. Find that dense supportive quality inside, connecting to midline, maybe opening a little more. Inhale. And then foot down and hips down. Exhaling. Pause. Let's take the feet wide, knees together. Maybe you place a hand on the heart, a hand on the belly. And just grounding for a moment, just touching the earth gently, mindfully here. Okay, a couple more things lying down. Let's lift our legs up. So shins are parallel to the floor. We're gonna cross the right thigh on top of the left thigh. And you can stay just like that or tuck the right toes behind the left ankle. Squeeze the legs together. Draw in below the navel. Come back to your breath, right? So it's breathing with sound and letting that breath actually be an invitation to that kind of dense, earthly quality of the body in a way. Like grounding to the midline as you breathe, drawing in below navel. Let's outstretch the arms, inhaling, and then wrap the right arm under the left arm. Give yourself a hug or right fingertips to left palm. Inhale, opening elbows and knees away from each other. Exhale, curling in, bringing elbows and knees together. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhaling, opening. So the legs squeeze together, the arms squeeze together, curling in, exhaling, drawing to the midline. Inhale, opening. Exhale, curling. We're going to do two more on this side. Inhale, opening. Exhale, curling in. One more, inhaling. Exhaling, curling, squeezing in. Stay for an inhale. You can do this. One more exhale, and then release the arms and the legs and just pause. Right? That movement, that organization of the body, really dense, kind of grounding. Just Sensing a little bit of space that's here maybe right now. Softening into it. Let's lift the legs one more time for the other side. Cross the left thigh on top of the right thigh. Maybe you stay just like that. Maybe you tuck the toes behind the the right ankle. Arms outstretched, so the legs are squeezing together, drawing down below navel. Wrap left arm under right arm. Either give yourself a hug or left fingertips to right palm. Inhale, open elbows and knees. Exhale, curl together. The movement is optional, by the way. You can just be still and breathe. Inhale, opening. Squeezing arms together, squeezing legs together. Exhale, pulling elbows and knees together. Again, inhaling. Exhaling, squeezing in. Two more. Inhale, opening. Exhale, squeezing together, curling in. One last time. Inhale, opening. Exhale, squeezing in. Stay here. Take a breath. One more exhale, and then inhale. Just release the arms, release the legs, and pause. Right, just settling for a moment. Settling, maybe there's a quality of spaciousness that naturally arises. Just the sweetness of belonging right here in this moment. Okay, let's hug the knees in, rock back, and then rock up and come onto your hands and knees. So coming onto hands and knees, tabletop. Let's take about 5 full deep breaths in cat-cow. So as you inhale, you might arch your back and look up. As you exhale, you can curl, bow, and round your back. Scoop your belly, tuck your chin. Continue as you wish. Inhale, arching, looking up. Exhale, curling, pressing the hands into the earth as you curl and bow. Inhale, broadening, arching, looking up. Exhale, grounding the hands lovingly into the earth as you round, curl, scoop the belly, bow the head. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling. And exhaling, curling in. One more, inhaling. And exhaling, breathing with sound if you can. Right, that breathing with sound brings a kind of dense, grounding quality to the breath. Let's place the forearms to the floor, step the feet back and come into forearm plank and breathing here. So grounding into the upper or the elbows, hugging the upper arms together. Hugging the legs together, lifting the inner thighs. Can you get a little bit longer from that connection, grounding inside? Take one more inhale, and then lower the hips down as you exhale. Sphinx pose, maybe to Bhujangasana. Hug the legs together, ground the elbows, lift the chest. So if you can imagine drawing in below the navel as you reach the legs back and down. So those are grounding gestures. And then a little bit of space to broaden. One more inhale. And then lower down, rest all the way down as you exhale. Breathing in, breathing out right here, just noticing where you are in this moment. Feeling the parts of your body that are touching the earth sweetly here. Let's do this one more time. So we're going to rise into forearm plank. So elbows and forearms to the floor, tuck the toes, lift up. Hug the legs in, ground into the elbows, and then lengthen a little bit from the heels to the armpits, breathing with sound. Come back to the breath. We're going to add on to this time. So we're going to swing that right forearm in a little bit, roll onto the right forearm for forearm side plank. I brought my left hand to my left hip. You can keep it on the floor for support. Maybe you reach it overhead. Take another inhale, lengthening. And then exhale back to forearm plank. Other side, swing that left forearm in, roll onto the left side, hugging in, maybe lifting up, maybe reaching overhead. Can you find a breath? Feel down into the ground here. Take another inhale, and then exhale, come back to forearm plank. Inhale, forearm plank, last breath. Exhale, lower the hips. Untuck the toes, press the tops of the feet down, draw in below the navel, and then broaden. Maybe you lift up off of your elbows and come up a little bit higher. Take another inhale. And exhale all the way down. All the way down, just resting. Just take a moment to savor this quality of connection and belonging to the earth, inside and outside. As you find your next inhale, we'll rise either into tabletop or high plank, and then either child's pose or downward facing dog pose, your choice. So find your way to a place where you can connect with your breath and bow your head, whether it's child's pose or dog pose, breathing with sound. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's take a couple more spacious, sweet breaths right here. Wherever you are, breathing in and out through the nose. If you're in downward dog, you might be pedaling your feet, keeping your knees bent, maybe rolling your shoulders a little bit. So with your next breath or two, if you're in child's pose, go ahead and rise into dog pose. And then from dog pose, we're gonna inhale like a wave, rolling out over the hands into high plank on the tips of the toes. And then exhale, squat the hips back and lift into downward dog again. Inhale, roll forward, out over the hands onto the tips of the toes. Exhale, squat back and lift the hips up. One more time, inhale, rolling forward onto the tips of the toes. Exhale, squatting back, lifting up. Take a full deep breath, downward facing dog. And then we're gonna inhale, lift onto the toes, so the hips lift really high. And then turn the toes to the right. Bend the knees and look under the right armpit. So it's a side stretch. Take a full exhale here. And then inhale, come onto the toes. Roll onto the right hand into side plank. Lift the left arm up. Maybe you reach the left arm overhead, inhaling, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, lift up onto the toes. Turn the knees and toes to the left, sink the hips back, look under the left armpit, that side stretch. Take another exhale, draw in below navel, and then inhale, roll onto your left hand, opening the right hand up to the ceiling into side plank. Maybe you inhale, reach overhead, and then exhale back to downward facing dog. Take a full breath in, full breath out, bow your head. Good, let's bring the feet to the hands, hug the legs in, draw in below the navel, lengthen and look up. And then exhale, bow all the way down over the legs. Let the head come all the way down. Let's rise and lift the arms all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, arms to your sides. Just standing at the top of your mat. Good, let's take the left foot in front of the right foot. Interlace the fingers, press the palms overhead. So the fingers are interlaced, the palms are reaching up. Hug the legs in, inner thighs back, sitting bones down, grounding to the midline. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, lean to the right. So hugging the legs in, pressing up and leaning to the right. Take another full exhale. Inhale, come back to center, and then uncross the feet and arms to your sides. Exhale. Same thing, other side. Right foot in front of the left. Interlace the fingers, press the palms up and overhead. Hug the legs in, reaching up, and then exhaling, leaning to the left. So inner thighs back, sitting bones down, pressing and leaning. Take another full exhale. And then inhale all the way back up. Exhale, release the feet and fold over the legs. So uncross the feet and fold over the legs. Inhale, come halfway up. Hug the legs together, draw in below the navel. Exhale, fingertips down, step the right foot back, touch the right knee down. Coming into a low lunge, inhale, squeeze the legs in, lift the arms overhead, and then exhale, drop your left arm down along your side. Squeeze the legs together, so ground into the legs. Draw in below the navel, ground inside, reach up through the right arm, leaning to the left. Take another exhale, and then lift the left arm, maybe look up, inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, step to one-legged plank. Left foot pushes back, inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a full, deep, spacious breath in down dog. Bow the head and reach through the arms. Let's take an inhale, press, lift, and reach the right leg all the way up and back. Exhale, bring the right foot between the hands, touch the left knee down. Low lunge, other side, squeezing with the legs, lifting up overhead with the arms. Take an inhale here, and then drop the right arm and lean to the right, exhaling. It doesn't have to be a big lean, just squeeze in with the legs, lengthen, reach, and over. One more exhale. Inhale, lift the right arm up, maybe look up. Exhale, bring the hands down, step the left foot forward and fold over the legs. Inhale, hug, legs in, lengthen and look up. Exhale, bow all the way down over the legs. Inhale, rise, lift the arms, palms touch and look up. And exhale, bring the arms to your sides. Again, inhale, reaching up, looking up. Hugging the legs in, feet reaching into the earth here. Exhale, bow forward over the legs. Inhale, from the legs, squeezing together, lengthen the spine and look up. Exhale, step the left foot back, touch the knee down. Squeeze the legs in, lift the arms up and overhead. Inhaling, same thing again, drop the right arm down, exhaling. So it's just a side bend to the right, squeezing in, lengthening, reaching. One more exhale to the right. Squeezing with the legs as you inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, hands to the floor, step into one-legged plank. Right foot pushes back. Inhale, one-legged plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Take a full deep breath. Bow the head. Reach through the arms. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's take an inhale. Reach that left leg all the way up and back. Reaching, lengthening. Exhale, pull the left foot forward between the hands. Touch the right knee down. Squeeze with the legs. Feel the grounding quality of the legs as you inhale. Lift the arms, maybe look up. Exhale, drop the left arm down. So just from the legs, grounding and squeezing, find your midline. Right? Touch that dense quality of the earth inside and then lean to the left. As you inhale, lift the left arm, maybe look up. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot forward, fold over the legs. Inhale, squeezing and lengthening, looking up. Exhale, bow forward over the legs. Inhale, rise all the way up, lift the arms and look up. Exhale, arms to your sides. Again, inhale, reaching up, hugging in with the legs, looking up. Exhale, bow forward over the legs all the way. Inhale, lengthen it and look up. Exhale, fingertips down, right foot back. Touch the right knee down, squeeze the legs in, lift the arms up and overhead. This time we're gonna come into an open twist. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, arms overhead, squeezing legs together, looking up. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale, arms lift overhead. Exhale one more time, open twist to the left. Take an inhale, broaden the chest. Exhale here. Use your legs to support you as you inhale, lift the arms and look up. Exhale, hands down, step to one-legged plank. Inhale, one-legged plank, left leg lifted. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Full deep breath. Breathing with sound. Touching that grounding quality on the inside, just feeling internally who you are in this moment. Heavy head, light belly, lengthening arms, legs, and spine. Let's take an inhale, press, lift, and reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the right foot forward between the hands, touch the left knee down. Squeeze the legs in, lift the arms up and overhead. Inhaling, same thing to the other side. Exhaling, open twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, lift the arms, maybe look up. Exhale, open twist to the right. Again, inhale, lift the arms, maybe look up. Exhale, last time, open twist to the right. Keep the arms reaching, broaden the chest. Inhale, one more exhale. From your legs squeezing together, lift your arms overhead, maybe look up. Exhale, hands down, step the left foot forward and fold over the legs. Just lengthen and look up, inhaling. Exhale, bow down again, deep lift to the belly, heavy head. From the legs hugging together, rise all the way up, lift the arms and look up. And exhale, just bring your arms down. One more cycle like that. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bowing down. Breathing with sound. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, fingertips down, left foot back. Touch the knee down. Squeeze the legs in, lift the arms overhead. Inhaling. And then palms in and turn. So left elbow to the outside of the right knee. So it's a prayer twist. Drawing in below navel. So feeling the ground under your feet. Channeling that dense quality into the legs. Drawing in below the navel. Broadening the collarbones. One more exhale. Inhale, release the twist. Lift the arms. Exhale, hands down. Step to one-legged plank. Right foot pushes back. Inhale here, exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog, exhaling, down dog. Breathing with sound, listening for a moment. Right, finding the points of contact, your body into the earth. Right, touching the earth mindfully, heartfully as you breathe. Connecting inside, that sense of drawing in below the navel. Grounding internally, really a sense of belonging right here in this breath, this body, this moment. Last time, other side. Inhale, left leg reaching up. Exhale, left foot pulling forward, touch the right knee down. Squeezing the legs together as you inhale and lift the arms. And then palms in, prayer twist as you exhale. So right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And then draw in below the navel as you ground into the feet and legs. Broaden the collarbones. Take another exhale here. And then inhale, release the twist, reach up. Exhale, step forward and bow over the legs. Inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, bow. Let's rise on an inhale, reach the arms overhead. Arms to your sides, exhaling. Just receive the nourishment of the earth right here as you breathe. Just deeply rooted through the feet, rising, lengthening through the crown. We're going to do one round of a variation of Sun Salutation B. So it starts with Utkatasana. Let's bend the knees. Any amount, lift the arms. We're going to hold Utkatasana for a few breaths. So breathing in and out. I like to have my feet and legs all the way together, actually squeezing together. They can be apart and you just feel that action of hugging together. Draw in below navel. See if you can reach through the arms a little bit more. One more inhale. Exhale, release, and bow all the way down over the legs. Inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, chaturanga or plank. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale, press, lift, and reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, pull the right foot forward, drop the left foot. So we're going to inhale into warrior one, all the way up, breathing in. Good, let's exhale, just reach the arms out to the sides, and then wrap the right arm under the left arm. You either give yourself a hug or right fingertips to left palm. Reach into your left foot, press the elbows forward. Maybe they lift up, maybe you lean back. Squeezing the arms together, drawing in below the navel, just that dense quality on the inside. Take another exhale here. And then inhale, release the arms and reach up. Exhale, palms down. You can step right into downward dog, or you can vinyasa to downward dog. Your choice. Could be chaturanga, up dog, down dog if you wish. Take a full deep breath in downward facing dog. One more time, other side. Left leg up, inhale. Left foot forward between the hands, exhaling, drop the right foot. Inhale, rise all the way up, warrior one. Exhale, arms wide. Wrap the left arm under the right arm, either for a hug or left fingertips to right palm. Reach into the right foot, press the elbows forward, and lift up, maybe lean back. Breathing here. Can you reach down into the ground with your feet? Rise up to the sky with your elbows, maybe one more exhale. Releasing the arms overhead, inhaling. Exhale, either right into downward dog or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog maybe. Exhale, down dog, if you're not already there. Full deep breath, breathing with sound, right? Touching the earth really sweetly here. Feeling the sensation of feet and hands. As you're able to, feeling the deeper sensation of the breath, drawing in below navel, reaching longer through arms, legs, and spine. Let's take one more exhale here. And then feet to the hands. Feel the legs hug together as you lengthen and look up. And then feel the legs squeezing as you bow and lift the belly deeply. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, one more time. Lift the arms, look up. Exhale, stay here. So breathing in Utkatasana. Sitting back, hugging in, reaching up. So there's this quality of rooting, grounding deeply. And then meeting that groundedness with some space, some sweetness, reaching. Take another inhale. And then just come into standing as you exhale. Good. Let's step wide to the side on our yoga mat, arms outstretched. Inhaling. Exhale, let's just fold over our wide legs. So just coming into a wide standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthening, looking up. Exhale, bowing all the way down. You can grab your opposite elbows. You can keep your hands on the earth, whatever feels more useful to you right now. Just see if you can let your head be heavy. Feel that dense grounding quality of the legs and that lifting of the hips. One more exhale. As you inhale, let's rise and lengthen a little bit. And exhale, pause. Hands to the hips as you inhale all the way up. And exhale with your hands on your hips. We're going to turn our feet to the right. So pivoting towards the right foot with the feet, arms outstretched, inhaling. Uttita Trikonasana as you exhale, tipping over that right leg. And it's okay to bend the right knee to help ease that transition. Just feeling into it, rolling the left shoulder back if possible, maybe reaching the left arm up. Feel into the ground with your feet and legs. Right? Feel into your body with your breath. Take another inhale. And then left hand to left hip, look down at the right foot, exhale. Ardha Chandrasana, bend that right knee, shift onto the right foot, press and lift the left leg any amount. Maybe you reach the left arm up and roll the chest open. Take a breath here, feel into the right leg, the right hand, touching the earth here. Take another inhale, and then left hand to left hip, touch that left foot down, exhale. Rise all the way up. Inhale, feet parallel, arms outstretched. Exhale, hands to hips, turn the feet to the left. Same thing, other side. Inhaling, arms outstretched. Exhaling over the left leg, Utthita Trikonasana. You can bend that knee, just tipping over any amount. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your breath in your body, that dense, grounded quality of the body. Take another inhale here, and then right hand to right hip, look down at the left foot, exhale. Bend the left knee, press and lift the right leg into Ardha Chandrasana. And from here, you can feel that left foot, left fingertips touching the earth. Maybe reach the right arm up, breathing here. Take another inhale, and then right hand to hip, touch right foot down, exhale. Let's rise and lift the arms, inhaling, arms outstretched. Exhale, just bring your hands together behind your back. Take a big breath in, look up, inhale. Exhale, bow forward over your legs again. So bowing down, let the arms drop. Always, always feeling down into the ground. Down into the ground, that quality of the legs, even deep into the belly. Let's take another full exhale here. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms outstretched. And exhale, hands to the hips. We're gonna turn the heels in, the toes out. And then inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees and the elbows, sinking down into goddess. We're gonna keep the legs, but move the arms like we've done before. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows and sink in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sink in. One more inhale, reach up. Exhale, sinking in. Stay here, inhale. One more exhale. Good, let's inhale, straighten the arms and the legs, and then exhale, hands to the hips. Good, let's step back to the top of our yoga mat, feet together and arms down. So we're gonna bring our arms behind our back, either to grab opposite elbows or palms together behind the back. So this is just how we're gonna start this next little mini sequence. You are gonna take the left foot and step it back, just a moderate step. The feet are both facing the front of the yoga mat, but you might bring your right foot a little bit out to the right. Press into the feet, lift the chest, broaden the collarbones, inhaling. As you exhale, you might start to bow over your right leg, and it's okay to bend the knee. It's okay to stop anywhere along the way. We're just bowing over the right leg. I find it's useful to turn the top of the right thigh out. Lift the hips, deepen that lift below the navel. Feel down into your feet. Take another exhale here, breathing with sound if you can. As you inhale, we're gonna start to rise and come halfway up. So we're gonna move into warrior three. You might choose to place your palms, interlace your fingers, place your palms on your right thigh, and then press and lift that left leg. You might choose to keep your hands behind your back, or maybe touch the earth sweetly with your fingertips. Find your breath. Take a steady gaze with the eyes. Right, just sensing as you ground into the earth, ground into the body, belonging right here in this moment. Take another inhale. Exhale, let's touch the left foot down. Inhale, rise. I like to lift my arms for a victorious gesture here. And then feet together, arms down, exhale. Let's take arms behind the back again, either grabbing opposite elbows or palms together. And right foot steps back. So right foot steps back. Again, you might move left foot out a little bit. Take a breath in, press into the feet, lift the chest. So just savor that as you reach down into the ground. You're rooting, simultaneously rising, expanding, getting sweeter. And then exhale, start to bow. So Feeling that strength and support of the legs, that lift to the belly as you sweetly lengthen over the left leg. Take your time. Turn the top of that left thigh out. As you deepen and lengthen the hip creases, drop the buttocks flesh and lift below the navel. Take another exhale. And then start to breathe in, bending that left knee a little bit, coming halfway up. So again, you might switch the hands, interlacing fingers, palms on the left thigh. Maybe you keep the arms where they are. Press and lift the right leg for warrior 3. Maybe you touch the earth sweetly with your fingertips. Take another breath. Rooting into that left leg, rooting down into your belly, lengthening through the crown. Take another inhale. And then exhale, touch that right foot back down. Inhale, rise, lift the arms, straighten the left leg. And exhale, feet together, arms down. Good, let's take a big breath in, lift the arms, maybe lean back and reach up. Exhale, bow forward over the legs, just returning to this familiar pattern. Inhale, lengthening, looking up. Exhale, step to chaturanga or plank. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Let's take the right leg, reach it up, press from the hamstring, pressing up, reaching through that right leg. Bend the right knee, roll the hip open, reach and lengthen through the arms, touching the earth with your palms and grounding. Let's inhale, stretch the right leg up and back. Exhale, pull the right foot between the hands, drop the left foot. Warrior 2, as you inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, settle in. We're gonna come in and out of warrior 2. So as you inhale, straighten the right leg, lift the arms, reach up. Exhale, bend the right knee, sink back in. Right, really touching the earth with the feet and legs here. Inhale, lifting up. Straightening the right leg, exhale, sinking back in. One more time, inhaling, straightening, reaching up. Exhaling, bending into warrior 2. Reach into that left foot. Take an inhale, broaden the chest. Good. As you exhale, hands come down on the inside of the right foot, roll up onto the left toe. So we're in a wide, low lunge. Hands are on the inside of the right foot, up on the left toes. Sink the hips, broaden the collarbones here if you can. Take another inhale. And then exhale, touch the left forearm to the floor, step the right foot back into forearm side plank. Lift the right arm up and overhead. Hugging in with the legs, just like we did at the beginning. Take an inhale, and then exhale into forearm plank. Walk the feet in towards the elbows as you inhale. Exhale into dolphin, down dog on the forearms. You might explore reaching a leg up and hovering, lifting both legs. You might not. If you're lifted, come back down. From dolphin, we're gonna come into downward facing dog, maybe one elbow at a time or both elbows at the same time. Take a full breath in, full breath out, just touching the earth with your palms, with the soles of your feet, and just bowing your head, really a reverent and loving gesture. Let's inhale, press, lift, and reach the left leg up and back. Exhale, bend the knee, roll the hip open. Inhale, stretch the leg up and back. Exhale, bring the left foot between the hands, drop the right foot. Let's rise into warrior 2, inhaling. Exhale, warrior 2. Same thing, we're gonna come in and out of it 3 times. So inhale, straighten the left leg, lift the arms, maybe look up. Exhale, sink into the left knee, outstretch the arms, warrior 2. Inhale, lift up, straighten the leg, reach up. Exhale, sink into warrior 2. Again, inhaling. Exhaling, sinking in. Feeling into the feet, take an inhale, reaching and broadening through the chest. Exhale, hands come on the inside of the left foot, roll up onto the right toe. So you're in a wide, low lunge. Inhale, sink the hips, broaden the chest. Exhale, place the right forearm to the floor, step the left foot back, forearm side plank. Good. Take an inhale, feel your elbow reaching down into the ground, lengthening, and then exhale into a forearm plank. Inhale, walk the feet in, dolphin, forearm down dog as you exhale. You can stay right here, take a few breaths. Maybe reach one leg up. Maybe you have both legs up. Take another breath wherever you are. And then if your legs are lifted, you can come down as you exhale. We're going to make our way into downward dog, either one arm at a time or both arms together. And another full exhale here. Take another breath. Just bow your head, reach through your arms. If child's pose is a better place to reconnect with breath and earth, do that. Let's inhale, touch the knees down, and exhale, pause in tabletop. So we're going to do a few back bends. I'm going to offer those back bends from our knees for Ustrasana, camel pose. It's completely fine, of course, if you'd like to do back bends lying down or in any other orientation. So let's just pause up on our knees, or maybe we're lying on our back, wherever you are, and just feel down into the earth, right? Really grounding here. Grounding into the earth and grounding into the body as you breathe. Let's take another full exhalation, right? With that quality of grounding, with that gesture of grounding, sensing you belong right here in this moment, this breath, this body. Let's bring the hands to the lower back or the glutes. Press the legs down. Hug the legs in. Make a grounding gesture. And then inhale, an expanding gesture. You might broaden your chest. You can stay just straight up and down, or you can start to lean back, any amount. We'll take about 3 more full deep breaths wherever you are. Breathing in and out if you can, breathing with sound. Let's take another exhale. And then inhale, rise all the way back up onto your knees. Exhale, touch the earth with your hands. Or if you're on your back, just lower down and rest. Let's just pause for a breath or two. Maybe you make some movements. Maybe you stay still. We're going to do that one more time, rising up onto the knees. Or if you're on your back, you'll lift your hips up. And then hands to the glutes or the lower back. Inhale, you ground into the legs, broaden the chest. Maybe exhale, tipping back. So it's difficult to stay grounded to the midline in these back bends, but bring some awareness to that. Draw in below the navel, knit the front ribs in, and get more length and space from that grounding internally. Take another exhale, softening, getting a little sweeter. And then inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, palms down. So you can either sink back into child's pose, or you can lift into down dog in the next few breaths. And maybe you're on your back, you just hug your knees in. We're going to come down into seated. So let's bring the knees down, swing the legs around, and legs outstretched in front of you. So let's just take a couple of breaths. The knees don't have to be straight. The legs can be a little bit bent, but just sit up nice and tall. Just sit up nice and tall, breathing upright through the crown of the head here. See if you can find your way inside as you breathe with sound. So lifting below the navel, dropping the buttocks flesh to the floor. With your next inhale, we're going to start to lengthen forward over the legs, and exhale, just coming into a seated forward fold. Any amount. So let this be really a deep bow, a reverent gesture. Just connecting, feeling the support of the earth rising up to meet you. Finding your way into the body as you breathe, grounding in the body. Let's take another full exhale. As you inhale, start to lengthen a little bit. And then exhale, start to rise out of that forward bend. I'm gonna slide my hands under my knees and then pick the legs up as I lean back for Navasana. So you can have your knees bent. You can touch your legs with your arms. You can have your arms straight. You're welcome to straighten your legs. Find a place that you can take a few breaths. Keep breathing, right? Come back to the breath. Touch the breath sweetly if you can. Find your belly lifting and lengthening. Take another inhale. And then exhale, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, the knees apart. Take an inhale, so Baddha Konasana. Inhale, just sitting up nice and tall. And then maybe leaning forward as you exhale. So again, it's a deep bow. It's a shift of awareness inside and really reaching down towards the ground here. Take another full exhale, listening to the sound, sensation, movement of that breath inside. And then we'll inhale, rise. Bring the knees together, walk the hands back. Let's tip the knees to the right, sweep the left arm across and slide for that little twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left, tipping the knees like windshield wipers, sweeping the right arm. Inhale back to center. One more time each side. Exhale to the right. Inhale center. Exhale to the left. Inhale center. And then let's roll all the way down onto our backs and hug the knees in and pause. So we're going to take about maybe a couple of minutes, a minute or two, for an inversion of your choice if you choose to do one. So you might choose to just rest with your feet on the floor and your knees together, constructive rest. You might choose to put your legs up in the air, either up at the wall or draped over a chair or a sofa or a bed. You could do, if it's possible for you to do any other inversions safely where you are, then you could do that as well, right? Maybe headstand or shoulder stand or a handstand, whatever works for you right now. So taking a minute or two for that. And this part of the practice it's really part of starting to wind down and be settled. So even if it doesn't feel that way, when it's new to us, that's kind of what this is getting at. So you might choose something that helps, that's useful for you to do that. And so wherever you are, again, that intention to touch the earth mindfully and with care. Just letting that be a resource, maybe an antidote for any kind of doubt, anxiety, uncertainty. Just arriving in the present moment, touching the earth outside, and contacting the body deeply inside. If you're upside down, using your arms to balance yourself, really grounding into the arms or the hands or whatever's touching the earth. Just really feeling the body contacting the earth. Feeling the breath contacting the body. And with your next few breaths, wherever you are, you might start to make your way down into a counter pose if you did something active. And if you just had your legs elevated, you might just come back to your mat, maybe with your feet on the floor as wide as your mat and your knees together. So after you have a moment to rest, whether you're in child's pose or whether you're already lying down, let's just meet each other with the feet on the floor, the knees together, and just take a moment to pause together. And so again, as you rest on your back, just noticing where your body is contacting the earth, noticing where the breath is contacting the body. And this is really what it is a way of entering the present moment, just being right here, belonging right here in this moment, this living, breathing experience. So let's outstretch the legs onto the floor in front of us, hugging the legs together. Interlace the fingers, press the palms away from you, arms reach overhead. And then hug the right knee in and just squeeze the right knee to the shin as you clasp the hands onto the right shin. Just hugging it in, lengthening through the left leg. Take another exhale. See if you can soften, receive the support of the earth. And then as you inhale, reach the right leg out, arms reach away from the legs, fingers interlace. Exhale, other side, hugging left knee in. Squeezing knee towards armpit, lengthening right leg if you can, softening, settling, receiving the earth right here. As you inhale, left leg reaching out, arms reach away from the legs. And then both knees hugging in as you exhale. Let's place the feet on the yoga mat as wide as the yoga mat. Turn the toes away from each other, tip the knees to the right, left arm overhead. Just a little, one more little twist, kind of an open twist lying down. Softening the head and shoulders. Let's take another exhale. And then inhale back to center, switching the knees to the left, right arm overhead. I like to place the the left hand on the belly here. Right, just touching the body with care. And take another full exhale, softening the head and shoulders into the earth. And then inhale, rise back to center and pause. So it's time to rest in Shavasana. So take a moment and just take a moment and see if you can sense what would be useful for you right now to be able to rest. You might be comfortable just lying down flat on your back. You might want to have your legs up the wall. You might have some other way you'd like to be resting. And then making your way into Shavasana. You might close your eyes. You might exhale through the mouth a time or two. In Shavasana, just wholeheartedly sensing, receiving the dense and supportive quality of the earth. Just sensing that connection, receiving the nourishment of it. Just arriving here fully supported, receptive, and spacious. belonging right here just as you are. You might notice if there's resistance that arises, and then make that invitation again, feeling into the ground, softening. As you're able to abide and receive that support, that nourishment, you might sense who you are in these moments. Just touching that living, breathing experience. With your next few breaths, you might let your arms reach overhead and draw your knees in. Maybe roll to one side and pause. When you're ready, you can rise and take your seat one more time. Maybe with your eyes closed or your eyes open. You could, if you wish, bring your palms to touch each other, or maybe hands on the heart, sensing your body touching the earth sweetly, sensing the dense and earthly quality of the body, palms together, the sensation of the hands, and the aliveness of the breath. So the closing intention is really a sincere wish for our own practice to be of benefit in some way. That by really grounding ourselves in the present moment, really sensing our own belonging, we can really offer that kind of presence outwardly, really offer that nourishment in more moments. So taking another breath, just expressing in your own way that prayer for your journey and for the world today. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to turn these off.